Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Crusaders and the Washington State Cougars. Restate is David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Crusaders head coach. He knows they have got one of the best rushing offenses in the country based on the strength of their back. But they will be facing one of the most stingy defenses in the country, a top 10 rushing defense. We will see this strength-on-strength battle. Who will win at the line of scrimmage? Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here's the pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Just keep slinging it. Tight end getting vertical. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down.
Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First and 10 coming up. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll run it again. Makes a man miss. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crusaders. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Freeman. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop in today's football.
At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Washington State going quickly. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Picked off to stop the threat. The 50, the 40, at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Crusaders. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Number 37, set to kick this one.
Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in with one hand. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets it out quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready? Hey, move.
Stepping to the right. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And the Crusaders moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw it, Freeman. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Crusaders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. It'll be 3rd and long. They go right back to him. Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Crusaders will try to convert on 4th down. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Crusaders send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
fellas. Welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Crusaders are out there on offense, ready to go to work.
Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Running inside. It's Kane. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Crusaders are in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crusaders. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Number 37, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes... have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Reads it, fires complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
To the air, it's Freeman. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing Gatuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. On his feet at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Cougars! Rolled his way into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Number 38, set to kick it away.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action on first down. He's got him in the flat. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Crusaders. And the stomping has commenced. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Calls his own number. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
Got some room, entered the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Number 5.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout.
By the offense.
They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Set to kick off.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The give on the inside. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically. Already over 100 yards rushing, but look at the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Clemens. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping... hands on the football and the defense able to knock it loose.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a double.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Crusaders getting set on 1st and 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Now facing a 3rd and long. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
Well, you got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.